So today, guys, yeah, Gary back again, jumped the bunk, 7 move 7. Yeah, work started. We just emptied the house. The old house, Jesus, that's all Kim's salon doors, some rubbish, my bed. It's a brand new bed, the plastic is actually still on the mattress. It's a Sealy, so it's not a rubbish one. You might just be able to zoom in on the Sealy logo just there, I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't matter, it's a Sealy mattress, it's a good mattress, probably 400 quid worth. Bedstead, so solid wood, another 300-400. There's probably £1,000 worth with the bed, and it's just like kind of bunged outside in the sun. Great. Yeah, rubbish, Morricans, hairdressing stuff, which we'll have to one day get set up somewhere for her so she can make some money here in Thailand. Yeah, and a lot of shite basically. It's the washing machine and the fridge, which I've just started cleaning. We can reuse them, or if not reuse them, we can sell them, but I think we'll probably reuse them, maybe in an outbuilding rather than inside the new house. We'll see, I've not decided on that yet. My wife is going through some old junk books and things. A lot of this is going to get burnt and thrown in the tip. It's basically old from maybe 50 years, some of it's from my wife's mum's and maybe her mum's as well. So I don't want to get too close to the house. I will try and go inside actually so you can see, but basically these guys now have started, you know, knocking this wall down. This is the only wall that's coming down because they're going to be extending the house out about 3 meters to make it a lot wider. Yeah, great health and safety here in Thailand, you know, no need for ladders here. You just climb up to the roof. So everyone's busy at work, emptying the area. That's some old tiles that wasn't even ours, which these guys have got to clear, which they shouldn't have to, but you know, they're going to do it. Let's see if we can just zoom in here. This guy here is going to knock through this in a minute, you know. No nonsense stuff, you know. Hi all, Gary again back. Yeah, we've just had a quick look at the outside of all the furniture from inside, and we've seen the outside building quite a few times, so I'm just going to walk inside now, give you a view of what it's actually like inside the house. You know, yeah, to Europeans you probably think, oh my god, you know, what a sight, but this house is actually, you know, better than how a lot of Thai people, you know, currently live, the ones who haven't got the money. So even though this is probably a shack to a lot of people, to Thai people, this house is still a good house in its current condition. Obviously when it's done, it's going to be like a palace to some people, but to a lot of Thai people who've got new houses, it's just going to be the same. So we're just going to look inside this house, the old house, just so we can compare it when it's finished, for those who want to view it. That's basically an old kitchen I put in 5 years ago. This is all electrics, all put in 5 years ago. Right through, you know, new electric box over there near the door. New roof which we can sell, all new steel. There's a lot of steel we can probably reuse, so that isn't too bad. That's the old bathroom. You know, yeah, it's a mess, but I mean it's dirty after being used for 4 or 5 years. But when this was cleaned up and it was all new and a new sink, and you know, we put these tiles in here, electric shower. You know, this was a good, in Thai standard, it's a good bathroom. The new one's going to be obviously far superior than this, but this is how it currently looks, guys, inside. Obviously it's very dirty, there's a lot of cobwebs, but it hasn't been used for, yeah, I think around 5 years. It's definitely 4 years, but I reckon I reckon 5 years. Spent a lot of money on this over this, over the 7-8 years I've been coming to Thailand when I met my wife. So a lot of you guys out there who are looking at doing this kind of project on an old Thai house where the Thai you've met wherever has got the house inherited from the parents. Before you think of just spending maybe 3, 4, 5 grand each time you come and and update the bathroom like I've just shown you, update the electrics, maybe you want to put aircon in, maybe a new roofing part, whatever. Just have a think, because you're going to end up spending over the years a lot more than you would have done if you would have built a new house in the very beginning. Yeah, in the beginning, not everybody's got a lot of money. I understand that. I haven't got a lot of money myself. There are some wealthy people out there all across Europe who, just build Thai houses for their Thai wives. 2-3 million baht. The average person who has to work, in Europe or in the UK, can only come out of Thailand, for 2 weeks at a time. They'll be working, saving the money, sending the money back to Thailand to support the Thai wives, and then when they get here, they will spend money. So you guys in that category who are going to do that, rather than keep coming and spending 4 and 5 grand, like I say, maybe you just take a 20 grand loan or a 10 grand loan or whatever you've got, and just build a million baht or 1.2 million baht house from the beginning. Because if you don't do that and you keep coming and do what I've done over the 7 years, little jobs like putting the tiles, as you can see on the floor there, putting new floors down, putting electrics, putting part roof, new gutterings, little temporary kitchens, which are great. They do the job. It's inside. We're not living outside, like the Thais do. And putting showers in, and tiling little bathrooms. Buying pumps, all new electric switches. Trunking. The list is endless. Even the metal on these things here, this is metal. I put them on for my wife because when I wasn't here, it was a protection for her to keep anybody out. Even though it's quite safe in Thailand, but there's always that chance, like anywhere in the world, that somebody may want to try and get into your house. So, every window in this house has got these in every one, and every house now has got these, which are mosquito windows, so you can open the actual windows. And this is the old style window on the outside, so you can open that. You can close your mosquito, and you get your fresh air, and you don't get your mosquitoes in. Again, the outside metal, the security fencing or panels or whatever you want to call it, it's cost me, I don't know, I mean, it's not serious money, but you're probably still looking around £300-400 to do this whole house. Before, those doors are about another 300-400. All the mosquito meshing in the windows, maybe 150. You can see that's exactly the same. I mean, that one's gone now. That one's gone, but it had one there. The front had a big one. And just small jobs, repairing concrete. It's going to cost you money, guys. Yeah, you think spending small money, but it's false economy. Even a bit of that new roof you can see there on the overhang, that is all new. What the guys are just taking down there, that was all new. Just doing pipe work. A lot of this pipe work I've done myself for the water. 20 baht, 30 baht, 40 baht. You think because it's 20, you think it's just 20, but it's not. It's 50p. It's £1. It's £2. And just a small job like that is going to cost you about 20 quid. So that's about 1,200 baht. And it doesn't end there. You keep going because us Farang, we want to make things better. We don't just plonk water anywhere. We want pipe work. We want it going into the ground. We want to be saving water. Trying to feed the trees off whatever water we can get. Excess water. The Thais, they don't. They just waste water. They just throw it away. So yeah, guys, have a think. When you first come, about what money you want to spend. Spending in dribs and drabs isn't the answer. I know that from experience, so that I can pass on to you guys. Again, even when you're buying things, even things, small things like kettles, you can get cheap kettles for 100 baht. They don't last. The plastic, they burn out. They're rubbish. Spend the extra 200-300 baht. Get yourself a good kettle. You know, buy yourself a decent washing machine, a good brand, not a cheap brand. Same with your fridges. Just spend that little bit extra, it'll be worth it. You buy it cheap, it's not going to last, you're going to end up buying it again. That's just false economy. It's the same in the UK or anywhere else. Same with your TV, look at your internet. You know, look at your aerial for for what you want to watch. Just don't rush into anything, and lastly of all, don't listen to your Thai wife. You know, these Thai people, you know, brought up in Thailand, half of them are not well educated. Yeah, they're good at some things. But brain-wise, no. So you got to take control. Most of us Farangs, we know a little bit of what we're talking about regarding building and what things cost. So yeah, I take control of your money, spend wisely, but most of all, if you're going to do a project and you're going to build a house, don't do it in dribs and drabs. Get the money from somewhere. Even means doing it in 2 stages, so you know, 500,000 and 500,000. You're better off doing it that way, but get your plan of your property first, and then you don't have to change it. You've got your plan, you know what you're doing. So that's it from me today. We're going to sign off now. Be back with you in a few days just to give you an update of how the progress is going here on the house in Chumtabong. Bye for now, everybody.